Greetings, peace and blessings. Welcome to the spiritual experience. We are all on our own journey called life. I'll be your host, helping to navigate you through these challenging times. Know that we are all spiritual beings here on the human experience, meaning we're here to learn, to evolve to the highest versions of ourselves while raising our vibration and creating a better quality of life. Let's see what's on today's prayer card. I will praise you with an upright heart as I learn your righteous laws. I know that's right. Psalms 119:7. 1 and 1 being 2, plus 9, which is an 11, plus 7 being 18, which breaks down to a 9. So we're releasing something that no longer serves us, guys, while creating space for what we deserve and resonate with our soul. Okay, so before we jump into anything else, have some technical difficulties, y'all. Before we jump into anything else, I want to take a second and honor the divine with a protection prayer. I want to take a moment and honor the divine, the highest of my light. Please send your protection while I channel this energy. And if any negative energy tries to come my way, please transmute into peace, love, power, and light. And let all evil eyes go blind and monitoring spirits go deaf, while I open my heart, mind, and spirit to the divine. Divine Spirit, I'm willing to learn and be teachable, while transcending my energy into peace, love, power, and light. And may that be so, in the name of Jesus, amen. Now let's see what's going on in this divine energy war. Spirit, please and thank you. And remember, y'all, my videos are timeless. They are meant for you whenever you see them. And use your own discernment when viewing my messages. And if you want to donate to the platform, feel free. All my information is in the description. Thank you to all my viewers, members, and subscribers. I deeply appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to all my first-time viewers. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Okay. Well, I appreciate all of you for coming to view my channel, because y'all could have been looking at anybody else's channel, but y'all chose to tune in to me, and I deeply appreciate that. So, let's see. Oh, before we do that, because you know I'm going to bring y'all this tea straight from the Divine Energy War Grid, okay? I hope y'all having a blessed and fabulous day today, because I know I sure am. Let's see what universal insights the universe has for us today, y'all. Okay. Well, we have 5 and 4 being 9, plus 2 being 11, plus 2 being 13, plus 6 being 19, which breaks down to a 10. So we're closing out a cycle. Okay, after we done released what no longer served us, learning some lessons, closing out patterns. Okay, so we got 9 and 10. All right. And the houses we are working with today, y'all. We have the 4th house, the 5th house, the 1st house, the 8th house, and the 12th house. Okay. And the zodiac signs we are working with today, y'all. We have Aries. So somebody's taking, we have energy and aggression, taking the lead of a situation. Got some fire sign at the top, y'all. Okay. And Leo. Okay, we only got 2 fire signs. Okay, so we got Aries and Leo. Then we got Gemini and Taurus. And then we got Virgo and Cancer. Interesting combination, y'all. And for the planets we are working with today, we have Pluto. So some kind of transformation. Somebody's taking the lead in it, because we have Aries at the top and Pluto at the top. So maybe somebody's taking the lead in their transformation. We're not going to soon, but we're going to see. But I'm definitely feeling the vibes and the energy, y'all. Okay? So we have North Node. People are stepping into their potential. We have Mars. Mars is the planet of Aries. So we definitely taking some kind of action, aggressive action and energy, y'all. Taking a lead. Okay, and we have Saturn and Jupiter. And we have the Sun. And the Sun is the planet over Leo. So fire, heavy on the fire and self-made concerns and vitality, y'all, and some kind of transformation. It could be the spiritual awakening going on the planet. We're not going to soon. We're going to see, y'all. Okay, let's see what message we getting out of the secret garden later on in this experience. Okay, so we got 1 and 1, which is 2. Plus 2 is 4. Plus 3, which is 7. Divine order, spiritual awakening, spiritual guidance, support. Okay, let me write that down. All right, y'all. So remember, y'all, flip gender roles as needed. So let's see what message Spirit has for the collective today, y'all. And I pre-shuffled my cards before I came on camera. I'm giving it a little shuffle. Okay, we talk about a main female and her gifts. Okay, Spirit want to tell us something. That's what, a 19 and 19 was our angel number. Interesting. Spirit, what you have for the collective today? Oh, child, Spirit ready. What number is that? A 6, so we creating balance and harmony to some kind of thievery going on. Maybe people taking aggressive action and some thievery. Let's see. Spirit, tell me more, Spirit, please and thank you. Okay, what was that? Okay, well, whatever this thievery is, it's putting them in a mental prison, a spiritual prison, or even a physical prison. Okay, and that's a 11, creating some new beginnings. And they was expecting big luck from this thievery, y'all, or I'm not going to assume. We're going to see how the cards play out. But this breaks down to an 8. That's karma. Big luck. All right, let's see. Spirit, what we need to know. Clarify this thievery for me, Spirit, please and thank you. And there she go. She was on our bottom. Okay. This main female. This thievery got something to do with this main female. Okay. Where we going with this, Spirit? I'm going to take all of them. Okay. What I gather, there's a main female and a rich man. They are some thieves. And they went on a journey that's leading them into a spiritual prison or physical prison. And they are in their thoughts. I'm feeling, I'm not assuming, but I'm feeling they in their thoughts because, well, you know what? Let's see how it play out. We're going to wait. We're going to wait, y'all. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. I ain't going to rush it. We're going to be patient. We're going to take it slow. Okay? Well, the pathway being cleared. Or they've been doing this for a long time. Because that's another 8. Tell me more, Spirit. Let's see how this going. How this going to play out. And the gift came out. This main female was trying to steal somebody's gifts. Let me get 3 more cards, Spirit, please. Thank you. There's a change. Hope. And success and love. Okay. And this cycle is complete. Finito. All right. Let me see what's going on here, y'all. Okay, so the main female and this rich man are thieves. And there's a change coming. Whatever journey they went on to steal, kill, and destroy is landing them in a physical prison or a spiritual prison. And they was expecting success in this journey, but it ain't going in their favor. So they're in their thoughts. This rich man, he's in his thoughts like, why we didn't get big luck? Why didn't we receive the gifts? Why weren't we successful in this situation? They can't believe they got caught. That's what I'm feeling. They feeling like, how did we get caught? Okay, y'all, because this situation, whatever this journey they went on, is being put to rest. And they can't figure out how they got caught. Okay? That's what I'm feeling. All right. Let's get a little more information in this situation. That's how they got caught. God stepped in and intervened. Okay? He ain't got no mercy for the wicked. Because we, as his servants, should praise him with all our heart, with an upright heart. Okay? And follow all and learn all his righteous laws. They didn't learn his righteous laws or follow them. because they were thieves. So that didn't work in their favor. Disgust is like acid. It's eaten alive from the inside. Oh, these people are disgusted with themselves. That's probably why he has thoughts, because they thought they was going to pull whatever this thievery, this journey off that they went on to steal, kill, and destroy. And now that guilt, that feeling of being caught, is eating them from the inside out. And I'm feeling like that's their karma, to face what they did, acknowledge what they did. Even if they don't take accountability in the words come out their mouth, they're feeling their crimes of their sins on the inside of being thieves. And it's eating them up on the inside. They're feeling that. Their conscience is tearing them up. That's why he in his thoughts. I can't make this up. And they got headaches. They're receiving headaches because they're so stressed out that this journey come to an end. They really thought they were going to prosper from this thievery journey, but there's a change coming. Tell me more, Spirit. Why they got a headache and why they disgusted? Because balance is being restored. Because they noticing, you got Libra out here, balance is being restored, or somebody's a Libra, but balance is being restored. And touched, something touched, do it yourself. DIY. Something was touched, and they either couldn't do it themselves, or they had to do it themselves, and it didn't work out in their favor. Let me get one more Rose, Spirit, please, and thank you. And now that they've been caught and they're going to prison, they can no longer use you, collective. They can't use you. They got bad energy. And what is this? What they call strategy was self-indictment. So they strategized on this thievery and this journey, and it led them to a self-indictment. And somebody's soulmate twin flame is on the way. Okay. So that could be this big hope and big luck that's coming as a gift. I see success and love. So somebody, they in their thoughts, because collective, you receiving a gift. And maybe that's what they could have tried to steal from you, your life. Because they're in their thoughts. Because remember, we seen the main lady wanting a gift when we split the deck earlier. And then she came out under thievery. So I'm feeling she and this rich man wanted to steal somebody's gifts and love, or their rewards and love. Maybe their spiritual love, their spiritual soulmate. But it didn't work in their favor. Or stop love. It didn't work in their favor. We still got God on the bottom. God behind this, y'all. All right, let's get a little more information in this situation. All right. Let's see what's going on in the news. Yeah, they rebelling. They the black sheep, y'all. They rebelling. People see they going against expectation and they defying the norms. People seeing they thieves. And they didn't follow the divine's righteous laws. They wasn't aligned with the divine design, and they wasn't on their sole purpose. I know that's right. And ooh, that just came out clearly. Okay, so maybe this main female and man who are thieves, they were a soul tribe. They were close. Okay. They were close friends that went on this journey. Or they could have been lovers. But whatever it is they finding out these karmic lessons the hard way. They finding out they could be each other's karmic lessons. Third party relationships, karmic lessons. They're finding this out. And that could be why they in their head. And the universe got receipts, evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. That's why they're going to prison. It could be a spiritual prison, mental prison, physical prison. Okay. That's why they got this bad energy. But the scales is being balanced, collective. Receipts on the sneaky link, hidden situations, low-key situations, side piece. Okay, let's clarify these cards. Clarify karmics, third-party lessons. Yeah, they were obsessed in low vibrational situations. And I'm feeling like this is more of a spiritual prison they going to, because they was in some kinky ways, fantasies, fetishes, sexually open, looking to explore. Ooh, what I'm feeling. Yeah, and we got times up. No, what's that? Frenemies. They were frenemies. They wasn't even real friends. It was a fake soul charm. That's why they learning karmic lessons. Whatever this journey that they went on to steal, kill, and destroy, I'm feeling that's how they bonded. It was like a trauma bond. And they was bonding into low vibrational situations. And whatever the goal was, to receive success and love and a gift and big luck, it didn't work in their favor, because there's a change coming. And now that balance is being restored, they are noticing all the broken trust, broken loyalty. Because people had hidden partners, hidden agendas, other things they were doing outside of this journey. And it's leading them, what they call strategy is leading them to self-indictment. And people are realizing that they are bad vibes, bad energy. And it could be this karmic couple. I'm feeling like the collective is waking up to seeing that these people are thieves. They want to steal people energy. They could be energy vampires who use relationships as a form of being intimate with people so they can steal their energy. And now that the collective is calling back their power, they're turning on each other, because they don't have no light or no one to project and use as a supply. So since they can't use you as a supply no more, collective, they're eating themselves. They're turning on each other. And they're in their head. They can't believe this didn't work out. How the collective figure it out. How the collective get out of their grips. How the collective realized they was bad vibes, bad energy. And the collective woke up and learned these karmic lessons. And now that the collective woke up and see that these were karmic lessons, bad vibes, bad energy, these relationships, maybe some collectives were entangled with these karmic collective and didn't even know they had other partners. And they were, because they say sexually open and looking to explore, they were low-key situations, child. They were sleeping with multiple people. I'm feeling multiple people they were sleeping with. And they got evidence. People are sharing receipts, evidence. People use their gifts to wheel people in like they care about them and love them, just so that they can steal from them, steal their energy, steal their love, their trust, their loyalty, steal their light. That's why God out here in the bottom. These people did not follow God's laws. They were not righteous. And there's a change coming, because they're being exposed for being these low vibrational chaos agents that they are. And balance is being restored. And what they call strategy, trying to get close to us collective and get in our good graces and find our weak points to use them against us, to manipulate us, gaslight us, use us, and abuse us, because they want to be low vibrational. What they thought was strategy was self-indictment, and that's what's leading them to this prison. Mental prison, spiritual prison, physical prison is leading them there. Okay? Because they was obsessed. Them and the people that they were running around with, these low vibrational people, they were obsessed. And that's why the Divine Collective is waking up and finding these karmic lessons. And now that we're waking up and they can no longer use us no more, we're noticing. No, they're noticing they can no longer use us, because we woke up to the game. We see the game for what it is. Ain't nobody want that diet love no more. We over diet love. And since we over diet love and we finding these karmic lessons and seeing them for what it is, there's a change coming. And the Divine Collective is receiving success in love. And people are receiving their soulmates or their twin flames. Okay? People are healing. They're ready for real love. Not this diet, watered down love that this karmic collective has been giving out. And it was nothing genuine about it. They were fake people. They were thieves. They just want to kill, steal, and destroy. And that's why they have a headache. They're in their thoughts and they're eating each other. Because balance is being restored because the Divine Collective decided to DIY it. We started healing ourselves, doing it ourselves, healing and loving on ourselves. We don't need your love no more. But we need that diet love from y'all no more. We loving on ourselves. We healing ourselves. So we doing it ourselves. We ain't looking outside ourselves for validation, pleasure. We ain't looking outside ourselves. Because we noticing we gotta enforce our boundaries and use our discernment, because if not, we're gonna keep getting in these situations, recycling these same patterns of bad vibes, bad energy. So now that we're noticing this bad vibe energy, we are following all spiritual laws, keeping up with our spiritual hygiene, releasing them with love and light, and sidestepping and moving accordingly. We getting aligned with being our most authentic selves, being true to ourselves, stepping into our soul's purpose, okay? And being aligned with the design that the divine has set forth for us, okay? Because the universe done showed us these receipts with these sneaky links, okay? All right, y'all. Yeah, they were banning. We see that they were frenemies, and it's time up on these frenemies. And on the bottom of what this deck was. Yeah, this cycle over. It's complete, finito. And what was our number for angel number? 10, 9. We release what no longer serve us in this divine order. We letting these karmics go out our lives. We loving ourselves. We kissing ourselves first. And it's a change to these low vibrational karmic couple. Either they going to spiritual prison, mental prison, or physical prison. But they gone somewhere, y'all, away from us. Because we raising our vibration, we evolving onto bigger and better things, okay? And we're looking forward to our new opportunities, our new possibilities while being our most authentic self. So we stepping into our soul purpose, y'all, and we following all spiritual laws, because we will praise the Lord with an upright heart. Because you got to keep an open heart and a soft heart in order to have success in love. And that's something they didn't do. And the Divine Collective did that. And that's why we're receiving a message. We could be receiving a message about the receipts. We could be receiving downloads or insights about these receipts of them being guilty as charged. And there's a change coming and they're going to prison. Yeah. Because it slipped out. Trust on the bottom. We receiving a message about trust, or who we can trust, the divine. Because that slipped. And we're receiving good fortune, y'all. All right. Tell me on a high note for the Divine Collective need to know, Spirit, please and thank you, about this situation. Yeah. So the Divine, like, don't worry, Collective, we is protected, okay? As long as we stay aligned with the Divine, stay our most authentic self, allow the downloads and insights to come, we are divinely guided and protected. But we following all spiritual laws, okay? As this veil be lifted on these karmics, and we see they patterns for what they are, and we acknowledging it by using our discernment, enforcing boundaries, and we know energy never lies. So we peeping the game on this bad energy. We know what that feel like, and we know we don't want it. That's why we being protected from it, because the veil has been lifted, and now they need more light supply, so they just eating each other. And we trusting our magic. We're trusting our intuition. We're trusting our the downloads we receive. We trusting the signs and synchronicities that we are going through. Okay? We trusting in that magic. We're being creative with our magic. We're expressing ourselves with our magic. Okay? We're coming up with new ideas with our magic to enforce how we want to be treated and respected with love, light, truth, joy, righteousness, and clarity. Okay? As the veil being lifted. Tell me more, Spirit, please, and thank you. And people could be receiving communications consciously about their culture belief system, on how, or a message in communication. Okay, so there's a message about this thievery coming through, and the veil has been lifted on them. So either we receiving the downloads consciously, or there's a physical message that's going to come through, y'all. And maybe they could have been using magic, love spells. And we are protected from their magic. Okay, we are protected from their magic because that's why they're in their thoughts. Like, why didn't our gifts work? Why didn't we have success in love? We was expecting big success in love. The love spells they were doing didn't work. It's backfiring. That word magic didn't work. It's backfiring because people are enforcing their boundaries. And by us enforcing our boundaries, this bad energy can't touch us. We're not being touched by this bad energy. And they are starting to notice this, y'all. They're noticing. They noticing we can't be touched by this bad vibes, bad energy, y'all. So they wondering why their magic ain't working, because we being protected against their magic. And make sure you enforce your boundaries as balance be restored. Okay? Yeah. Because good fortune is coming from these karmics. What's that? Because we finding the key to unlock this door, y'all. All right? All right. This is interesting. Action. Action. We have Aries and Mars out here, so definitely a lot of action, a lot of movement, a lot of truth bubbling up to the surface. People seeing these karmics for who they are and what they are and who they working with. Okay? And people starting to just do some self-discovery so they can tap into who they are and whose they are, so they can get along with the spiritual laws of the divine and keep their heart soft so they can tap into their gifts so they can be successful in love. Wow. This spiritual awakening is an eye-opener. A lot of people is feeling something, whether on the low vibration or the high vibration. Everybody gonna feel something, okay? I know that's right. All right, y'all, on that note, I'm thinking, do I want to open up another deck or call it a day? Because this energy was interesting. All right, we're going to open up one more deck. We're going to be messy. We're going to be a little nosy, y'all. See what's going on in this energy. I'm in a nosy feeling, even though I kind of feel, I knew it. People are going to do, that's first thing out, imprisonment. Just to clarify what I was feeling. Imprisonment. So guys, make sure y'all on point. It's not even being messy. Let me rephrase that, because that's lingering in my head. I don't like that feeling. It's being informed, because we need to be informed on how these people moving out here, so that way we know how to protect ourselves, but and what boundaries we need to enforce against this bad energy. So basically, it's not really being messy. It's us doing our schoolwork and studying, and then informing each other on how these low vibrational people is moving out here, so we can protect each other, because we all interconnected, and that's how we get the information out. Because each one teach one, and our people perish due to lack of knowledge. So I feel if the divine is informing me with this information about these lower vibrations, I feel like it's a duty of mine to get it out to y'all collective, because y'all need to know what to do to protect yourselves. Okay? So that way, you can say you know. And you know how to protect yourself before things happen. Or you can understand why things are happening to you. So that way you know how to move accordingly. And know how to use your discernment and enforce your boundaries. And take notice of this bad energy around you. Okay? Because it's time for us to get observant. We ain't got to get all wild and crazy, but we need to start paying attention. It's crucial. So we can see what's going on in our reality. And make sure that we're living in reality. Not in no delusion, not in no illusion, not with chaos and confusion, but with clarity. With trust, righteousness, and justice. And fairness, okay? And a lot of people don't live by those rules. So that's why we need to be informed, so we know how to move out here, y'all, okay? Because we over being hit with the okie doke and getting one pulled over us because we being too nice and understanding and, maybe they didn't mean it like that, or no. We seeing it for what it is, and we moving accordingly. We realizing energy never lies, and we peeping the patterns. It's not like we just jumping on them because they did it one time. No, these people are habitual thieves, habitual chaos agents, and habitual liars. And if they habitual, there's a pattern. That means there's consistent evidence. Where my card? Consistent evidence about these low-key situations, side piece. This is their behavior. It's in the energy. This is how they move out here. Okay, and since they moving like this out here, we need to know, we need to be informed so we can move accordingly. Because not everybody want to be low vibrational, and not everybody want to be taken advantage of. Okay, I just had to state that, y'all, because I'm like, hold on, ain't nothing messy about this. This is about being informed, enlightened, and in the know. Okay, I had to correct that. Yeah, people are going in prison about these affairs. Okay. And we being protected from their low vibrational magic. Because a lot of people don't even know that they're having love spells put on them. A lot of people don't even know that they're being manipulated and gaslighted. And a lot of people don't know that it's happening deliberately. With my card, they call it strategy. So that's why we're noticing their patterns, because they believe it's a strategy. That they're so smarter than us, and they're committing a strategy to trick us out our spot, to believe whatever it is they bring to us. But And they could be serial killers, because all this going around, sex magic, they could have diseases. So that's another reason why we need to be informed and know who we messing with and interacting with, because these people sleeping with every and anybody. Risky situations, okay? And they could be sleeping with the same sex. This is stuff we need to be aware of, because not everybody want all of that in their life. We need to know how these people getting down out here, y'all. And they'll come to you all loving light, like they spiritually aligned and with the divine and speaking all that spiritual language. But these people ready to do you dirty and take your health, take your wealth, and take your mind too. Okay? And the universe got evidence on this. And that's why the veil is being lifted on these sneaky links. The veil is being lifted on these sneaky links, y'all. But it's all right. As long as we enforce our boundaries and see these bad vibes, bad energy, we will be protected, y'all. It is what it is. We got to protect our gifts from this magic, and tap into our magic, so that way we can be able to receive the downloads and the insights from the divine, so we know that, make sure we align and know and see these low vibrational people coming. Because it's a spiritual war. It's a quiet war going on out here. And that's why as we heal ourselves and quiet out the noise and get aligned inside, we'll know how to see and calm our outer world and see these chaos people coming. Because now we are whole within ourselves. Okay? So healing is crucial to tapping into your magic, to enforcing your boundaries. Okay? And to see these receipts that the universe want to send you. Okay, so we can notice them. Healing is crucial. Okay, guys? All right. Yeah, because this male still want to keep this alive. He still want to keep this thievery alive. This low vibrational, nasty journeyness alive, y'all. We're going to take 2 more cards and call it a day on this accident. The serial killer and this accident. That's why they could be going to prison, spiritual prison, mental prison, because they out here spreading diseases. And people want revenge for this accident, because they got the receipts. Ooh. Could the collective be sharing receipts about who these people were sleeping with, and who gave who what, and who did what with what? People are seeing through this, and that could be why they're going to jail. They could be catching the case, because people see they deliberately out here doing this low vibration. You know you out here nasty turn. You know you out here nasty turn with your friends. Doing obsession. Ooh, my card flipped. Doing obsession things. Nasty things. And they don't care. That's why people learning these lessons. They see the evidence for what it is. These people are nasty and disgusting. You got to enforce your boundaries. So whoever, if you're not sure and you might have slept with one of these people, make sure you're using protection. Make sure you go get tested, because these people out here, they don't care. And some people want revenge because maybe they found out the hard way that these people were burning. Okay? That's why communication is out. Communication out. Action. A lot of action. Fire. People moving. Energy. Aggression. Ooh. Some people could want to do it themselves, because we got DIY out here. They notice that they could want to do it themselves. And I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything. I give my burdens to the divine. Let the divine take care of that. Because we got to follow all righteous laws, spiritual laws, and keep our heart upright, because the divine will take care of all of this. That's why we enforce boundaries. We see the pattern for what it is, and we start moving accordingly. We got to protect ourselves, our health, and our wealth. Okay? And the divine will handle these karmics. That's why we got God on the bottom. Because these people is out here want to steal people intimacy, love, and joy. They're spreading these diseases. Collective, please make sure you're being safe. Know who you're sleeping with. That's all I got to say about that situation. Because it could be a male sleeping with another male and then coming back to sleep with women. Okay? That's what I'm feeling. Okay, on that note, we're going to get out of this energy because it took a turn for the left and I don't like it how it feels. I feel nasty, like I need to take a shower now. Okay? Yeah, let's see what message we get out the secret garden. Number 7. Okay. Alright, number 7. Message 7. Okay. Yeah, make sure we quieten out the noise so we can really listen to the downloads and pay attention to these signs and synchronicities. Because people moving shady out here and they don't care. So we got to care for ourselves. We can't expect somebody to trust and believe and be loyal to us. No, we got to believe and trust in ourselves. Because a lot of people don't care and love for themselves. They got self-hatred. And if you hate, that's why you can't have a person who loves themselves and a person who hates themselves in a relationship. The balance is going to be off. That's why we're releasing them with love and light and seeing them for who they are and allowing ourselves to heal so we could get healthy relationships. It takes 2 whole people to create success in love. You cannot have success in love with toxic people. It's never going to work. Keyword never, and I don't like using that word never. If somebody's unhealed and damaged, it's not going to be no success in love. And that's just facts. Follow your dreams and believe in yourself. Yeah, it's time for us to follow our dreams and believe in ourselves and know that we can do it. Whatever we put our mind to, we can do it. This is not the end. Even if we're at the bottom of the barrel, we can still rise back up and God will still straighten out our path because nothing is wasted. Because it's time for us to learn these lessons, see these people for who they are so we could build our discernment and build our boundaries. So as He brings us our new opportunities and possibilities, we know how to move accordingly. Okay? And when we see these people come back around again, trying to get in our grace and, get next to us because they like how we taste, we hit them with the Heisman and keep it moving. Okay. Now, on that note, y'all, thank you to all my viewers, members, and subscribers. I deeply appreciate y'all for coming to check out my channel because you could have been anywhere else, but you came to see me. So make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Okay. Now, enjoy the rest and best of your day. Enjoy the present because it's a gift. Now we're going to close out with the Lord's Prayer, y'all. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He restores my soul. He leads me on a path of righteousness for His name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Your rod, your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies, and you anoint my head with oil. And surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. In the name of Jesus, amen. Love, peace, joy, kindness, and prosperity are the traits and essence of the divine. As you go out into your journey of life, remember to be the God someone sees today. You may be the only God someone sees today in this divine energy war. Until next time, may the divine peace, love, and blessings be with you. Mwah. Stay blessed, y'all.